Hi everyone, it's Debbie Mirza, the author of The Covert Passive-Aggressive Narcissist. Today I'm going to talk about parenting when your ex is a covert narcissist, which is incredibly challenging, difficult, painful, awful, all those words. And I also want to tell you really, really exciting news that I'm so happy to share with you today. I've been getting so many comments on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube about this subject, asking me to address different questions around parenting and how do you handle this and how do you handle that. And I thought it's such an extensive topic, and a lot of my clients have been bringing it up lately. In fact, I have one woman, I thought this is brilliant. She's setting up a coaching session with me to talk to her and her attorney to help her explain to her attorney how these people work. Anyway, the exciting news is I decided to put together another online course just on this subject alone because there's so much to talk about. So I'll put the link to that course on my website where there's a lot more information about all the different things I cover and a lot more than even on that list. So it's going to be of great help to you. It's packed with information that I tell my clients and help people with, and the advice that I give and the things I've learned through, so much of my life and also working with clients. So I will again put the link right below this video. But I do want to say what it's like in this video, what it's like to co-parent, attempt to co-parent when your ex-partner, spouse is a covert narcissist. It's incredibly difficult because what they do is they don't leave you alone, for one thing. This is not someone who wants harmony, wants to work together for the best interest of the children. This is not how they operate. Once you leave them, you become their enemy, essentially. And you are the target, basically, of all their rage. So when you're not living with them anymore, the only way they can control you is through your children and through money, usually. So they will pull you into court and mediation as much as possible. They will try to drain you of not only your money resources, but your support around you through smear campaigns. They will work on your children, which is the most painful part, manipulating them in such an incredibly covert, subtle way that your kids are totally confused. And your kids will often think, so you're left with the question like, how much do I explain to my kids? And then if you try and explain, you just come across to your kids like, dad's angry at mom or mom's angry at dad. This is just this how divorce is. But you and I both know this is nothing like a normal divorce. So a lot of the questions I get are, is my kid a narcissist? I'm getting afraid because I'm seeing a lack of empathy and different things like that. So I address that in the court or in the course. A lot of questions around what do I explain? Do I explain everything? Because the natural thing with divorce is you don't want to talk about the other parent in a negative way. So is that still true of these people, or are the rules different? So I talk about that. I talk about what do you do when the other parent is the Disneyland parent. I talk about a lot of things that I have seen work really well to really strengthen that bond with your kids. And I honestly think it's a really beautiful course because it's just packed with helpful information as well as very positive information on how to deal with certain things, how to deal with when the parent doesn't show up to your daughter's or son's game and they're upset, and how do you explain that to them, that daddy never comes to your game or mommy never comes to your game, you know. And other things they do is they will they will present themselves like they care about the kids, and you know, they want to make sure the kids get into this school when they don't really care. They haven't done any research, but they'll try and come across like, oh, they're so, you know, involved and really care. And they will continuously put you down as the parent and as a parent. But then again, the words don't match the actions. You know, they will present themselves as the great parent, but really actions show that you are usually the one doing like 90 to 98% and sometimes 100% of parenting. So it's really tricky waters to navigate. It's really heartbreaking because it affects your relationship with your kids and how they see you, because they're being manipulated by this person. You also see your kids being devastated. Sometimes the covert narcissist will treat one as the golden child, you know, will favor that one because they're not giving them, they're going along with their way of doing life, and then they'll reject the other one. And then you're so empathetic and you'll feel that from your kids. You'll see the pain they're going through. So how do you deal with that? So I think the course will be not only incredibly helpful, give you helpful tools, but also give you hope, because I completely believe there is a silver lining in all this, and relationships with your children can be repaired. I also have had clients who their kids are a lot older and they've completely lost, you know, the relationship with them. And I don't think it's ever too late to work on that. So anyway, I'm really happy it's out there, and I will, like I said before, put the link below. So check it out because I explain a lot on my website about it as well. So I am sending you my love and strength. This is a journey you're on that takes a lot of strength and love for yourself and love for your kids, which I know you have in spades. Because usually people who end up with covert narcissists are really good, loving, empathetic, true blue people. So check it out. And I hope you have a really good day and treat yourself really, really well today with lots of compassion and kindness, because you deserve that. And I will talk to you soon.